defeating Cody Rhodes to become... Sami Zayn shocked the wrestling world by defeating Cody Rhodes to become the new WWE Undisputed Champion at Night of Champions. While many fans celebrate it as an emotional feel-good moment, the title change was anything but random. From long-term storytelling and future plans to business considerations and character development, multiple factors helped shape one of the most shocking title changes in recent WWE history. Join us now to look at the real reasons why WWE crowned Sami Zayn the WWE Undisputed Champion. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on our new Facebook page. Number 1. Reward WWE's most loyal veterans. The major reason behind Sami Zayn's championship victory was WWE's decision to finally reward one of its most respected and selfless veterans. For more than 2 decades, Zayn has dedicated himself to pro wrestling, including over 10 years as one of WWE's most dependable performers. Behind the scenes, he's built a reputation as a respected locker room leader who consistently puts the company and its fellow talent ahead of himself. Night of Champions may have been WWE's way of rewarding that loyalty with the biggest achievement of his entire career. This isn't the first time WWE has used a World Championship to recognize years of dedication. Fans witnessed similar moments with Kofi Kingston's unforgettable Kofi Mania triumph and Mankind's emotional WWE Championship victory in 1999, where the title represented perseverance just as much as storyline success. The victory also answered critics who believed Zayn would never reach the top. During his emotional post-match interview, he reflected on that gem, saying, "A lot of folks said I would never win the WWE Championship. And I stand here tonight in front of my people. It's hard to believe. Oh my God, I'm not usually at a loss for words, but..." As the crowd chanted, "You deserve it," Zayn replied, "You know what? You're damn right I deserve it. 20 plus years in the game, at the highest level, never got the recognition. 10 plus years chasing this championship, never got the recognition. I don't care what happens to me tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, forever, I will be Sami Zayn, WWE Champion." By finally placing the undisputed WWE Championship around his waist, WWE sent a clear message that hard work, consistency, and unwavering dedication can still lead to the biggest prize in the industry. Number 2, it's not gonna last long. Sami Zayn's crowning moment at Night of Champions may have felt like the end of a 20-year journey, but it actually could be the beginning of a much bigger story. If recent backstage speculation proves accurate, WWE already have a long-term plan in place for the undisputed WWE Championship, and they're not involved in a lengthy title reign for Zayn. Instead, the company could be positioning him as a transitional champion to help launch its next major main event program. Speculation suggests that Zayn could defend the undisputed WWE Championship against Brock Lesnar at Saturday night's main event, which will be at Madison Square Garden. If that happens, some fans have already drawn comparisons to Kofi Kingston's WWE Championship reign in 2019, which came to a screeching end when Brock Lesnar defeated him in just seconds. If those reports are accurate, Brock would regain the WWE Undisputed Championship before carrying the title into SummerSlam. That is where the final piece of the rumored plan comes into focus. Boba Fett would then challenge Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, who by defeating the Beast for the Undisputed WWE Championship, scored the biggest victory of his entire career. Such a win would instantly establish Koba as WWE's next breakout main event star, while creating a symbolic passing of the torch moment. Number 3, to re-establish WWE's in unpredictability. Another reason behind Sami Zayn's championship victory may have been WWE's desire to restore unpredictability to its biggest events. Over the past several years, WWE has built its product around dominant champions with historic title reigns. Roman Reigns, Gunther, and Cody Rhodes all held their championships for an extended period, adding prestige to their titles, but also making many premium live events results feel increasingly predictable. By having Sami Zayn emerge victorious in Night of Champions main event, WWE reminded fans that no championship is truly untouchable. Rather than delivering the outcome many expected, the company pulled off one of the biggest title changes in recent memory, instantly reshaping the main event picture. That sense of unpredictability has always been one of professional wrestling's greatest strengths. When fans believe every major title match has an obvious winner, much of the suspense disappears. By placing the championship around Sami Zayn's waist, WWE's restored that feeling on any given night, and a superstar can rise to the occasion. That uncertainty makes every future championship match feel even more meaningful, because fans can no longer assume they already know the outcome. Number 4, no better stage than Saudi Arabia. Now, another major reason behind Sami Zayn's championship victory was WWE's decision to crown him on the biggest possible stage for his story. Zayn has long been one of WWE's most beloved superstars across the Middle East, consistently receiving some of the loudest reactions whenever the company visits Saudi Arabia. Few active wrestlers share the same connection with that audience. In the weeks leading up to Night of Champions, Zayn himself admitted that winning the Undisputed Championship in Saudi Arabia would carry special meaning because of its heritage. WWE leaned into that emotion, choosing the perfect setting for his crowning moment. As a superstar of Syrian descent, Sami Zayn became the first WWE champion of Syrian heritage, making the victory significant far beyond the championship itself. For millions of fans across the region, the moment represented pride, representation, and the culmination of a journey that had followed for years. By crowning Sami Zayn inside the Kingdom Arena, they created one of the most authentic and emotionally powerful moments in recent memory. It's difficult to imagine the same title victory carrying the same emotional weight anywhere else in the world. Number 5. To protect every main event star. Sami Zayn may have left Night of Champions as a new undisputed WWE champ, but the real brilliance of the main event may lie in how WWE protected every major player involved. Rather than have Cody Rhodes or Gunther suffer a decisive singles defeat, they used the triple threat stipulation to crown a new champion while preserving the credibility of two of its biggest stars. Rhodes, the finish, provided the perfect exit from the title picture without damaging his momentum. Zayn's victory came via a sudden roll-up during the frantic closing.
Fresh lemonade!
Sorry, kid, I don't get paid till Friday.
Just use Bridget and get up to $250 instantly, with no credit check, interest, or late fees.
You want strawberry or regular?
Download the Bridget app and get $50 to $250 instantly.
This settlement check completely changed my life, and it came from a car accident I almost forgot about. I'm honestly shaking as I record this. I never imagined something this big could come from an accident that felt so small at the time. If you've been in any kind of vehicle accident in the past 2 years, even if you think it was minor, even if you were just a passenger, you might be entitled to far more than you realize. Here's my story. I was stopped at a red light when, bam! A distracted driver slammed into me from behind. My neck felt a little stiff, but the car seemed okay. We exchanged info and I drove home. Big mistake. Over the next few weeks, the pain got worse. I started missing work. My car developed issues I hadn't noticed right away. The insurance company tossed me a tiny offer and basically said, take it or leave it. I almost did. Then my sister's boyfriend Marcus told me about something called pre-case evals. He said, dude, just answer 4 questions. What's the worst that could happen? At first, I thought he was exaggerating, but he had used the exact same tool after his own accident and told me it changed everything for him. So I clicked the link, answered 4 simple questions, and in less than 30 seconds, it told me I might actually qualify for a real settlement. I figured, yeah, right. But I had nothing to lose. A couple of months later, I was holding a settlement check that was dozens of times higher than what insurance first offered me. And here's where it gets crazy. I shared this tool with 5 people I know who'd been in accidents. My coworker Diana, just a passenger in an Uber, thought she had no case. She ended up with a life-changing settlement. My neighbor Kevin thought his accident from over a year ago was too late. It wasn't. My cousin Ashley, a bike accident with a car door. My buddy Ryan swore it was too minor to matter. He was wrong. Even my mom's friend Janet, she's in her late 60s, barely uses technology, but with some help she filed and was shocked at the result. 5 people, 5 different situations, and all of them discovered they were entitled to way more than they thought. Here's what nobody tells you. Insurance companies have one job: to pay you as little as possible. They count on you not knowing your rights. But this tool changes everything. You don't need to understand law. You don't need to hunt for some random attorney. You just click the link below this video, answer 4 basic questions, and it instantly checks if your case qualifies. If you do, they connect you with a specialist who handles everything. No upfront fees, no court dates, no fighting insurance companies yourself. A year ago, I would have accepted that tiny insurance payout and considered myself lucky. But knowledge is power. Diana was just a passenger. Kevin thought his case was expired. Ryan thought his was too minor. Even Janet, who can barely send a text, discovered what was possible. The craziest part? Most accident victims leave massive amounts of money behind, simply because they don't know a tool like this exists. Insurance companies love when you stay in the dark, but you're watching this video right now, which means you don't have to. Whether you were driving, riding as a passenger, walking, cycling, or even in an Uber, if someone else caused your accident in the past 2 years, you deserve to know what you may actually be entitled to. Don't make the same mistake I almost made. Don't let insurance companies dictate what your pain is worth. Click the link below, answer 4 simple questions, and see if your accident qualifies. If you do, the free Case Evals team does the heavy lifting for you. You just wait for answers. Thousands of people across the country have already done this and discovered settlements they never thought possible. Imagine the relief of finally covering bills, paying down debt, or getting back on your feet after such a stressful experience. But you'll never know unless you check. The clock is ticking. Don't wait until it's too late. Click the link now and discover what your case might really be worth. Free Case Evals. 30 seconds. 4 questions. Start today.
Hey, Big 30, whatever you did with the feds to get that bond, remember, right before y'all got locked up, Kushasti, he told you how he felt about you. What your relationship mean to him, y'all friendship.
You know, we go way back, like, that's my brother at this point, you know, his mom, my mom, his dad and my dad, you know. That relationship important to me because of the time we got invested in it, you know. On top of the man he is, like, we like share like the same type of mindset, same type of movement, and you know, we piggyback off each other and keep each other balanced. Like,
you know, we got a lot of people saying Big 30 must have gave the video information to the feds as soon as they rushed him. Because, you know, people gonna say, how in the fuck out of 8 people they knew to rush you about the phone? But y'all gotta realize Big 30 made a hide with the phone. When they came to lock him up, he destroyed it. So, of course, they're gonna put all the attention to their phone. Ain't nobody else do that there because he made a big mistake. Of course, yeah, he recorded it, right? But he kept the phone on him. They didn't destroy the phone nowhere. They didn't duck the phone off nowhere. He kept the phone on him. For what? Because they were finna go do that situation with Gotti. One, or they just want to look at it for bragging rights. Just like how old dog on Minister Society kept the tape. He was showing everybody the tape. Yeah, Big 30 and them, old dog, they want to show everybody the tape.
Gonna be a big ass movie star off that shit. Look, I told you to stop showing the
Time exists to help everyday Americans make it. When you get paid on your terms, your world opens up, and your people start to fight you. That's when you're making it. Download the Chime app today.
This is what would crawl out of you if you drank 2 tablespoons of this disgusting African herb every day for 2 weeks. After your first dose, you'll feel the bitterness hit your gut immediately, and that's actually a good thing. That's your digestive system waking up for the first time in years. Here's what's happened. The bitter compounds signal your liver to produce bile, and bile is what dissolves the protective shields that parasites hide behind. This is the same shield that probiotics can't get through, the same shield that fiber just bounces off of, but bitterness breaks through it. That's why African healers have used bitter herbs for thousands of years. They knew the bitterness itself was the medicine. By day 3 or 4, things start moving, and I mean really moving. You'll look in the toilet and see stuff that has no business being inside a human body. Stringy white things, dark clumps, old waste that's been rotting in your intestines for who knows how long. Some people see what looks like mucus roast. Others see things with texture, things that look like they were alive. Don't be alarmed, that's the parasites leaving. So what's actually going on inside you? Parasites attach themselves to your intestinal wall. They build colonies, they lay eggs, and they create these biofilm barriers to protect themselves from anything you throw at them. When the bitter herbs dissolve those barriers, they have nowhere to hide. Then the senna and tamarind in the formula flush everything out. So they're not just dying inside you, they're actually leaving your body completely. After 1 week, the bloating starts going down. That belly that made you look 6 months pregnant by dinner, finally shrinking. And here's why. When parasites live in your gut, they feed on what you eat, especially sugar. And when they feed, they produce gas. That gas is what bloats you. It's not the food making you bloated. It's what's living inside you, fermenting that food. Once the parasites start dying and leaving, the gas stops, and your stomach finally goes flat. By day 10, your energy is back. Not coffee energy that crashes by 2 p.m. Real energy. The kind where you wake up and actually feel rested for once. And this makes sense when you think about it. Parasites are thieves. They sit in your gut specifically to steal nutrients before your body can use them. You eat healthy, you take vitamins, but you're feeding them first. Your body gets whatever's left over. That's why you're exhausted no matter what you do. That's why you can sleep 8 hours and still wake up feeling like garbage. Once they're gone, your body finally absorbs what you're eating and your energy comes back on its own. After 14 days, the brain fog lifts. Your thinking gets sharper. You stop forgetting why you
I gotta understand the feeling of getting off with that or doing that, because you're gonna think Gucci gonna keep it gangster. So this is why they flexing the jury, and because at the end of the day, Gucci ain't gonna go outside. He ain't gonna destroy his whole empire by this shit. They're not understanding. But yeah, we couldn't even mistake recording, but we can't record it though. It's gotta be to see that. Plus, they're gonna store Gucci. This is the main reason why Gucci had to go to the police, really. You gotta understand, there wasn't no way around it. If you would go to the police, a little prison for the rest of your life, because I got a cash out. The contract that I signed, even though the contract really got gone after working, but they would have kept trying to store it, you know, disrespecting us, so we would have been known. So they would have forced me to crash out, or they would have tried to leave me. And I ain't got time. I ain't feel all this shit. To throw this shit away. I understand you got the time that you got to do. You give me what my friend, that I got to do. All the real sweat and tears and everything I lost. Shit, me. So that's what approach Gucci take, because we didn't get no choice. They turned that too hard.
Who's actually done? Who's actually done? You know what? This would make Who's actually the real nigga down. And get into it. This would make Who's actually the real nigga. Now Who's actually tell his lawyer to go to the U.S. attorney and tell them that he forced his daddy and his big 30 and all of them niggas to play a role. And he pregnant. Now if Who's actually the real nigga, that's what he gonna do. He gonna tell the things that he had them endurance and he made them do it. We gonna sit back and see how many is gonna do some real shit. You took everybody out of jail, and now you got to free them. But you can't free them. Okay? Okay, you don't free them, but you get tried. You get tried. You plead guilty, and you come testify on their behalf. You come, you let them know you're a boss, you're done, you'll do this, you'll do this, you're done. So you gotta really tell yourself and get them boys out of jail. That's what you gotta do. Niggas, hey, I ain't drinking y'all baby, but y'all got it out baby. I'm just trying to tell y'all something. We don't talk about what's real. What's real is that fans want you. The fans want you. Because Big 30 and the dad out on bun. I'm being real. Big 30 and the dad out on bun. And the fans, really, them boys will be out on bun. They don't want that. They want Pooh Shiesty because they know Pooh Shiesty really did put that battery in them for that. I ain't talking down on Big 30. I don't know them. I ain't sitting here. They certified stupid. I'm gonna be honest. It's my opinion that they certified stupid because they was too busy worried about maintaining the It wasn't smart thinking. Like anything, I have to feel like they need the right procedure to handle this situation. You feel me? It's just like this, man. Like, and then what make us weak? We got people around us that won't stand up to us. They won't tell us, now, he gonna let you do that. I done told him, I ain't gonna got to make.
I don't even understand why students are still playing with iPhone when they want to do dirt. If they know they like to record, using it as a burner phone or a backup phone, like knowing that Apple they cooperate with the feds now. They ain't, ever since Steve Jobs died, yeah, Tim Cook, you let the feds in them hang that shit. He ain't put his foot down. I gotta keep up with this information. Like, y'all supposed to be finding the phone that's for the feds a hard time with the information. They ain't gonna just hand it right over. They ain't gonna have iPhones, y'all don't know how to work the settings, understand iCloud, not how to send shit to iCloud.
On Indeed.com, there are thousands of jobs to find with one simple search.
Open a
return checking account in 2 minutes and will spike you up to $200. Apply now. Open a return checking account in 2 minutes and will spike you up to $200. Apply now. Open a return checking account in 2 minutes and will spike you up to $200. Apply now. Open a return checking account in 2 minutes and will spike you up to $200. Apply now.
To make it a little more harder, not to say they ain't got the machines or whatever, still get it, but make it harder. Then y'all still keep on y'all, knowing y'all got a birthday, get your life sentence, but you ain't even understand it.